One night during the performance, I have accidentally wore one of the rings from wardrobe on my ring finger, and they let me know when I got off stage. I said they're gonna think I'm married.
For a long time, Roberts gave the world the image of a man who was fully devoted to his daughters and his career and nothing else. In every interview, on every stage, and in every public appearance, he proudly spoke about his girls. He shared sweet moments about their lives, their achievements, and how much they meant to him.
I was treated fairly on American Idol. I was kind of skeptical about it at first. I'm like, man, I don't know.
Me too, yeah.
I was like, ooh, I don't know. You just know TV. TV is TV. But they gave me a fair chance. They let me prove myself, and I didn't want anything easy. I wanted to work hard for it, and I just appreciate that opportunity.
But no matter how much he talked about family, one thing was always missing from his story. He never spoke about having a partner. To many people, it seemed like Deal was living life as a single dad, focused only on raising his daughters and building a future for them. That made his journey even more inspiring to fans. They admired his dedication and the strength he showed as a father who appeared to be doing it all on his own. But now, everything people thought they knew about Deal has been turned upside down. A single photograph has sparked endless questions and conversations online. The picture shows Deal holding hands with a woman, looking relaxed and happy as they walk together. It's a simple, candid moment, not a staged photo shoot or a publicity stunt. Just two people enjoying each other's company. And that image has left everyone wondering, was Deal keeping an entire relationship a secret all along? To understand how this situation came to be, we need to look back to a time before the fame, before the spotlight, before the sold-out shows, and millions of fans.
Just, protective and just making sure everything is everything.
Long before Deal became a household name, he was just a quiet man with a big heart and an even bigger talent. Deal grew up in a small town where everybody knew everybody. He wasn't someone who sought attention. In fact, most people who knew him would say that Deal was humble, gentle, and deeply grounded. Every Sunday, you could find him at the front of his little church, singing gospel songs with a voice that could move anyone to tears. When Deal sang, it wasn't about showing off. It wasn't about trying to get noticed or building a career. For him, music was a way to worship, to connect with something higher, and to bring peace to others.
No women I ever talked to come back and speak because there's nothing to talk about.
People in his community often said his voice was blessed, and they meant it. There was something about the way he sang that felt honest and pure. Deal wasn't chasing fame. He wasn't posting videos online, trying to go viral. He didn't move to a big city to search for a record deal. He stayed where he was, content to live a quiet life surrounded by people who truly cared about him. That all changed the day Deal decided to audition for American Idol. For those who knew him well, his decision was a shock. He wasn't flashy, and he had never been one for the spotlight. He wasn't the kind of person who wanted reality TV fame. But when he stepped in front of those judges, something magical happened. He sang from his heart, and his voice touched everyone who heard it. He didn't just impress the judges, he moved them. His performances weren't about putting on a show. They were real, full of emotion, and deeply personal.
Don't believe the hype, whatever it is on social media. If I didn't say it, it ain't true. I'm just a down-to-earth country guy. Love my kids. I'm a family man, and I'm here to sing and make everybody feel better. So just keep following me on this journey, and we're gonna do the best we can and just make it to the top.
Each week, Deal took the stage and delivered performances that felt honest and powerful. His songs told stories, not just of love or heartbreak, but of faith, struggle, and hope. He wasn't trying to win over the crowd with gimmicks. He was sharing pieces of his soul. And behind each performance was the story that made people fall in love with him even more, his life as a father. From the start, Deal opened up about raising his 3 daughters on his own. He talked about the joys and the hardships of fatherhood, about how being a dad shaped everything he did. Viewers across the country connected with his honesty. Here was a man who wasn't putting on an act. He wasn't trying to sell an image. He was simply sharing his truth, a devoted father, a man of faith, and someone who hadn't let life's challenges harden him. When it came time to vote, the country showed their support in a big way. Deal made history by receiving a record-breaking 24 million votes, more than any contestant before him. That moment made him not just a winner, but a symbol of strength, love, and integrity. But as Deal's fame grew, so did the curiosity about his personal life. Fans started asking the same question over and over. Who was the woman behind this incredible man? Throughout the entire competition, Deal stuck to one simple answer whenever someone brought up the topic of relationships. He would smile warmly and say, "I'm single. My focus is on my girls." And people believed him. His words matched his actions. When he talked about his daughters, about how they danced around the house, or how he rocked the baby to sleep, it was clear he wasn't making it up for the cameras. His love for his children was obvious and true. That's why the photo of Deal walking hand in hand with a woman took everyone by surprise. It wasn't a glossy magazine cover or a posed shot for social media. It was a natural, sweet moment, the kind of scene that only happens when people feel comfortable and safe. And just like that, the internet exploded with questions. Fans zoomed in on the picture, trying to spot clues. Who was she? How long had they been together? Why had no one seen her before? The curiosity wasn't mean-spirited. People weren't angry, they were intrigued. They felt like they knew Deal, and they wanted to understand this new part of his life. Soon, insiders close to Deal shared the truth. Yes, the woman in the photo is his partner. And no, she's not new. She's been by his side for years, long before American Idol, long before the fame, the headlines, or the record-breaking votes. She's been there through it all, the sleepless nights, the prayers, the struggles, and the victories. She's been his calm in the storm. So why didn't Deal ever mention her? According to those close to him, it wasn't because he was hiding her out of shame or deceit. It was because she didn't want the attention. She isn't from the entertainment world. She doesn't care about being in the spotlight or gaining followers on social media. From the beginning, she made it clear that she wanted their love to stay private, sacred even. And Deal respected that. While he was on stage, sharing his music with the world, she was quietly supporting him from the background. Once people understood the full story, they didn't feel betrayed. In fact, they felt even more respect for Deal. He hadn't been hiding love, he'd been protecting it. Fans celebrated the news. The man they had admired for his values and integrity had shown, once again, that he walked the talk. One fan wrote, "He gave us songs that healed our hearts. Now he's showing us a love that warms the soul." Another said, "In a world where everyone wants to show off, he chose to protect his queen." And someone else captured what many were thinking, "He deserves this happiness. We waited for the voice. Now we're ready for the wedding." It didn't take long for reports to surface that Deal and his partner are now planning to marry. But in true Deal fashion, it won't be a flashy event. Word is, they're putting together a simple, meaningful ceremony. It will be small, just family, close friends, and their faith at the center. No press, no media deals, no cameras, just a celebration of love that has already stood the test of time. For Deal, keeping this moment private isn't about secrecy. It's about honoring what they've built together, far from the noise of the world. And as if all of this weren't enough, Deal has also been working on something else, a new album. This time, his music will draw even more from his personal journey. Every song will reflect his struggles, his victories, his faith, and the love that has quietly kept him strong. The album won't be about chasing hits or topping charts. It will be about sharing his truth, offering hope, and bringing peace to those who listen. People who followed Deal from his small-town church days to his rise on American Idol know this about him. When he sings, it's not just performance. It's ministry. So no, this isn't the end of Deal's story. If anything, it's the start of a deeper chapter. In a world where so many people chase attention and fame, Deal has chosen something else. He's chosen loyalty. He's chosen purpose. He's chosen love. And his fans? They've chosen him all over again, not because of drama or scandal, but because they see in him what's rare these days, a man who stays true to his values, no matter how bright the spotlight gets. What do you think about Deal finally sharing his love story with the world? Was he right to keep it private all this time? Or do you wish he'd let fans in on it sooner? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you never miss the next story that touches your heart.